1 Samuel chapter 18. I'm going to read only verse 5. So David went out wherever Saul sent him and behaved wisely. I said, so David went out wherever Saul sent him and behaved wisely. And Saul set him over the men of war, and he was accepted in the sight of some of the people. I like to check you. He was accepted in the sight of all the people, and also the sight of Saul's servants. Take your seats. What if I told you, take your seats. What if I told you the path of resentment is sometimes paid by success? How is it that I'm in this condition? How is it I'm in this status just in the last chapter, quite literally chapter 17, but hear me what I'm saying. In the last chapter, I just accomplished a great victory. I slew a giant. And it wasn't even my giant, but it was my people's giant. And when my people's got a problem, I got a problem. I was over here shepherding and things, doing what my father had me doing. And so my father, my parentage, wanted me to do one thing, but then the king had an issue that I needed to work out. And God had anointed me before this. But I'm one of the few people who knows. Because quiet as it's kept, my anointing, I'm talking about David, my anointing is a secret. Some people want everybody to know that they're anointed. Sometimes you need to keep your mouth. But God anointed me. Keep your. God said that I'm going to be. Yes, he did now. Keep that between you, Samuel, and God. You, the prophet, and God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because information is time sensitive. Anyway, and so is prophecy. But he slew a giant. And now he's in this position. And people are beginning to celebrate him. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But how is it that I've been successful, but I'm experiencing resentment? He's victorious over Goliath. It's a life-altering event. He's a solidified warrior. He's a certified warrior. Hold on to that because I'm coming back to get it. Saul took him from his father's house and appointed him over the men of war. David's acumen and his soundness gained acceptance. I said his acumen, which means that he had judgment skills. His acumen and his soundness of action, because when he moved, he didn't just move any kind of way. He moved with wisdom. It gained acceptance by all the people in Saul's servants. Here's the thing. Wide acceptance won't alleviate all adversity. Let me say it again. I said wide acceptance won't alleviate all adversity because, see, everybody accepted him except the highest authority of the land. The highest authority servant said, we rocks with you. We get down with you. We like how you move. You move wisely. All the people was like, yeah, David's that dude. He is him. But Saul started to look at David slanted. He's looking at him sideways now. David just defeated your giant, Saul. The giant that you couldn't defeat. You was head and shoulders above the people. Allow me a little liberty, but you was ducking when the giant came around. Everybody was ducking. Oh, man, not Goliath. You crazy, David. One of his brothers thought he was crazy. Oh, David, we know how you get down. What you doing on the battlefield? Wide acceptance want to alleviate all adversity. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Oh, that's so layered. Let's go further. As David was returning from the slaughter of the Philistines, here we go, the women celebrated and sang, Lord, help him. The Lord, the text says that the women celebrated and sang Saul. Y'all know the song. Y'all know the song. I believe it had a little hip hop flavor to it. That's my version of it. So, they talk about it, they getting it, They like Saul slaying his thousands. But David, David, hey, when you get to that part of the song that you like, you trump it up a little bit. You like the whole song, but that part, come on, everybody, I know you listen to gospel and quartet, but everybody get to that one part of the song where you stump a little, you been down on that part because you like that part. That's the part that get good to you, all right? But this ain't how I get it. I be like, hey, so no women was up there getting off. Hey, they wasn't twerking though. Okay, but they were celebrating. They were celebrating David's victory, but they're also celebrating Saul. They said Saul had slain his thousands. David, his tens of thousands. But if you know the text, this is what set Saul off. This was the moment where Saul got angry. It's when he started hearing somebody else's celebration. I'm walking down your street. I said he started getting upset when he was hearing somebody else being celebrated. He was being celebrated. But because he started doing that thing that we do, he started using comparison. Hold on, wait a minute. They only talking about my thousands. They talking about his tens of thousands. You got victories too. But comparison is divisive. Make no mistake, envy is contentious by its nature. And we'll look at Saul sideways. Why was you jealous? Why do you look at the men and the woman of God with jealousy? They got they you know what I'm saying, you was a minister too, but they call that minister up to preach that Sunday, that Saturday. Why they get to preach? The minute you ask that question was the reason why you sitting down. Why they get to and I don't? Because you ain't ready. It's too much you left. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And watch this, even if you know more, you can break it down to no. Where's your heart at? Your hermeneutics and your homiletics ain't nothing if you ain't got humility. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Oh, you deep and prophetic and your heart off. Because we act like Saul wasn't anointed too. Watch this. He was anointed for the same position by the same prophet. I said he was anointed for the same position by the same prophet. But something happened when he heard somebody else's celebration. David just happened to be in the right place at the wrong time. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You the one trying to get me your armor. So you was approving when you didn't know what was going to happen. And you was approving when I slain this giant. But now when the celebration ain't coming your way, it's a problem. Because contention often fuels contempt. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The text says, from then on, Saul began to look at David with contempt. So celebration brought contempt. Watch this. And we ain't talking about the enemy. We talk about inside his own camp. Oh, God, help me. Listen close. Listen close, and this is for real. Y'all better hear me because we're getting into a season right now where there's going to be a lot of celebrations. You better hear this text. Sometimes celebrations are triggering. Sometimes celebrations are triggering. You trying to figure out why everybody else in the family happy. Meanwhile, somebody in the corner over there throwing a fit. And you trying to figure out, we happy. What's wrong with them? Oh, celebrations can be triggering. And I hope that y'all stick around because I got something for you a little bit later that's going to really make that ring. But celebrations can be triggering. Are you hearing what I'm saying? To whom it may concern, Lord help me. Stop hatching competition with co-laborers. Stop hatching competition with co-laborers. You're on the same side. Sometimes in basketball, when a shot is missed, you'll have two people from the same team going up for the same ball, to get the same possession, and somebody has to let the other one know, I got it. I got ball. I got it. In baseball, they wave the other person off. Nope. I see you coming to help me. I got it. But what happened is when they make the Willie Mays catch, when they make the big rebound, when they make the big score, oh, I could have did that. We know one, we ain't gonna mention his name because he might be ready to Twitter about us too. But bruh, you were supposed to inbound the ball, but you wanted to sit on the bench. And then somebody else made the shot that the coach said, I know this person can make the shot. And now you mad because I'm the best player on the team, but I know he can make this particular shot, and he did. So watch out. The coach who runs the team was right, and you was wrong. But instead of owning it, you want to call names. Well, he's this and he's that. Maybe he knew what he was doing. Watch this. Maybe leadership knows what they're doing. Maybe they can see things you don't see. Oh, let me get back to the text. I don't want to get too far there. But are you hearing what I'm saying? Stop hatching up competition with co-laborers. Stop it. Church, stop it. Get this. Victory may incite unexpected animosity. I expect. There's a little bit of expectancy if I defeat my enemy, that the enemy's teammates, the enemy side will get upset. But I'm not expecting people in my camp to get upset when I want a victory for us. Because see, what happened is when I defeated one giant, it sent a whole army on the run. Oh, God. Y'all couldn't even fight. Y'all was at a standstill. Y'all was at a stalemate. I took out the giant. Y'all got to chase the enemy down and beat them so bad that they got out of town. Now, I didn't defeat them enemies when y'all was running. Y'all was doing y'all thing too. But I was a catalyst for a bigger victory. And that's what I was supposed to do. But here you come. Well, I could have did that, but you didn't. Well, if they wouldn't let me, but you wasn't meant for it. It wasn't your time. And if you could have celebrated them, maybe you still have your seat. Some of us have unseated ourselves because we wouldn't celebrate others. I know that's Holy Ghost. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I should have that position. No, you shouldn't. God called me to that position. Perhaps he did, but it ain't your day to sit down. And if it ain't your time to sit down up here, then sit down there. Help me. Oh, quick. Victory. Man, it's like unexpected animosity. I don't know where this is coming from. This don't make no sense. I went to battle for all of us. Come on, mothers, I was praying for all of y'all, and you gonna attack me? I'm the one cleaning up your mess when you made it, and you wanna attack me? Daddy, I paid all the bills. Maybe I wasn't there all the time because I was working, and you want to attack me? My daddy didn't go to all of my games. Matter of fact, I told y'all about the one he dropped me off and went on and did what he did. You know what? At least he brought me there. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I never missed a meal. Huh? I ain't never had needed for clothes. Huh? But we get so locked in on they didn't do and they did. What did they do? Well, they ain't show me nothing. Then they showed you everything you need to see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that part. Quick side note. Quick side note. Unfit authority is threatened by the excellence of servants. I said unfit authority is threatened by the excellence of servants. Oh, the Sanhedrin was upset by a servant. When Yeshua came around, they were like, who does he think he is? I'm the Son of God, by the way. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But Saul is upset with a servant because he's unfit for authority. Truth of the matter, allegiance with God will elicit various attacks. I said allegiance with God will elicit various attacks. You ain't gonna know where it comes from. Sometimes it's gonna come from your own camp. Get thee behind me, Satan. It's gonna come from your own camp. Oh, but that ain't even the difficulty. That ain't even the difficulty. We're going to get to the difficulty. Hold on, it's finding kind of difficulty already. The text says that Saul became afraid of David. It says this man who stood head and shoulders above the people was himself anointed, was afraid of David. The text says because he was with the Lord. He was afraid of David because he was with the Lord. And Saul realized the Lord ain't with me. I'm in this position. I got into this position by the word of God. But now I'm out here by myself. The worst thing you ever want to be is in a place God put you in and left you. God's like, look, I already see how this going. See, you going to act up. I already see how this going. Because we always get to the medium and all the other stuff. No. A song set him off. A celebration triggered him to go crazy. And now David got to come in there and play music. And watch this. This is why I keep telling the church all the time. The demon that was distressing Saul was sent by God. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And the only person who can calm you down, you got problems with. That's why I'm going to say it again. You cannot protect your own peace. You don't know how. He thought protecting his peace was sending David away. And he was never the same. Mine was wrecked. They, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody celebrating me. You know that's the era that we're in now. Don't nobody know how to celebrate me. Surround your people with know how to celebrate you. Okay. All of them can celebrate you. It's just got to take one person in the wrong position. And then the people who you thought were celebrating you will be the same people chasing you late. Okay. I'm talking about the text. Saul became afraid of David because the Lord was with him. David had twice escaped attempts on his life. Saul said, I'm paraphrasing, I'm going to pin him to the wall. Woo, that's gangster. You understand me? I'm going to pin her to the wall. I wish he would show his face around here. Let me see him one more time. David said, shh. David went knee on him. I don't know if that's how it's happened. I don't know that. But David was like, I don't know if that's how that ain't in there. But he missed. Watch this. Somebody needs to celebrate God because attempts on your life miss. Oh, Some of us they tried to kill me for real stories. They tried to kill me, but I dare somebody to open up their mouth and be like, they missed. I'm not going to have grief over an attempt when I can praise because they missed. The devil tried to get me, but he missed. The sickness tried to get me, but it missed. Depression tried to get me, but somebody say it missed. My history tried to get me, but it missed. My past tried to catch up with me, but it missed. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, Lord, let me keep moving. I wonder what the warrior in him wanted to do. It's a question that the text gave. I wonder, because David ain't no chump. David fight things that don't speak. Lions don't threat. They gonna kill you or you gonna kill them. Bears don't play the banjo. This is not Disney. They are not looking for picnic baskets. They are looking to pick you apart. They don't have conversations. That's why when that giant showed up, they were like, bro, you talk. You uncircumcised. That's one of my favorites. You uncircumcised Philistine. You might have seen me in the street with partner. You don't know me. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They ain't know him like that. They were like, what's up with this giant? Ain't nothing. Bada bing, bada boom. Giant fell. David took that man's sword and took his head. Y'all remember that? I said he took his sword and he took his head. Y'all hold on to that. Oh, I wonder what the warrior in him wanted to do. I wonder, did the warrior in him get charged up and be like, if I can defeat a lion and I can defeat a bear, I literally can take the lamb out the jaws of a lion. I can slay a giant that everybody else was scared of. You throwing javelins and spears at me, partner, homeboy. Whoo! Come on now. Just level with me for a minute. Come on, just think about the stuff that might have went through that man's mind. Like, I wonder what went through his mind. I don't know. I do know what the warrior in him did do. I can think about all the stuff that he might have thought. I don't know that, but I do know what he did do. I want to take another quick side note, if you would. Mistreatment is not a license for retaliation. Mistreatment is not a license for retaliation. And a lot of times what happened is when we're mistreated, somebody attempted to take this man's life. I know you done gone through some stuff, but somebody was literally trying to take this man's life, and he was like, I can't retaliate. I can't retaliate. I know he tried to take me out, but you know what? I can't retaliate. You know why I can't retaliate? Because the lion and the bear were after my father's stuff. And the giant was after my God's stuff, but he's after me. Woo! And this is bigger than me. Because if I retaliate, if I react in the wrong season, I'm going to miss my seat. I know I'm a warrior. I know I could take it to him. I know I could take his head off. I got Goliath's sword. Let's keep going. Saul removed David from his presence by promoting him to captain. That's an odd move. That's what the text say. That's verse 13. Go look at it yourself. He removed him from his presence by promoting him. Can I present something to you? That perhaps they removed you from their presence so you could get your promotion. I bet you start looking at stuff different. What if they say, I don't want you in my face? Good. Oh, you hear what I'm saying? He promoted him to a captain of 1,000. Now remember, he had already set him over the men of war, but now he's made him a captain of 1,000. He got a promotion. Here's the thing, the removal aided greater recognition. So sometimes you're being removed to get better recognition. What if I told you rejection can hurt and help at the same time? And some of us have been upset because we've been rejected and it hurt. But if I told you that the rejection was really helping you? Sometimes you need to be rejected. Sometimes you need somebody to say, no, it ain't you. Sometimes you need to hear them say, I can't stand you. Sometimes you need to know they was trying to hit you from afar. See, when they try to hit you from afar, you know to keep your distance. I said David behaved wisely. Oh, if you try to hit me from there, I'm going to take this promotion. Because if you get close to me, you might catch me by surprise, but I see you. I see you. Oh, I still got to serve. Oh, y'all missing it. I still got to serve, but I see you. I still got to be here because God got something for me, but I see you. Yep, I'm still in the church. I'm still right here. Mm-hmm. Yep, I sure am, and I ain't going nowhere. I don't care how many things you try to throw at me from the pulpit, I'm still right here, because God got something for me. I'm still here. Oh. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Oh, don't miss this. Wisdom endangers cowards. Only a coward would be afraid of wisdom. Watch this. Sometimes when we're trying to be educated, we get upset with the person trying to educate us. It's happened to me. I've been in that seat. That's a coward move. They're trying to get you. They're trying to educate you. They're trying to give you wisdom. And now you get afraid because now you realize you don't know what you thought you knew. You thought by making you king, you was going to learn how to act. So you got to know how to act as a king before you become one. Behave wisely. See, we know Solomon had wisdom. He get it from his daddy. Are you hearing what I'm saying? He moved. That's the text. He moved wisely, and it means wisely. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's an interesting thing, real quick for grammatical purposes. The first wisely is open-ended. I'll get you the rest of that on Wednesday night. It's open-ended. It's incomplete. Interesting. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So, give me 14 and 15. Give me 14 and 15. The text says in 1 Samuel 18, chapter 18 and 14, it says, and David behaved, I want you to see it for yourself, and David behaved wisely in some of his ways. In all his ways, and the Lord was with him. Say, I need wisdom and the Lord. Verse 15, therefore when Saul saw that he behaved very wisely, he was afraid of him. That's it. I said, man, what a coward. You're afraid at his behavior? Saul started making stuff up in his own head. Saul is the one who came up with the concept. He's got this victory. When they start singing about him, he's got that. All that's left for him to do is to get the seat. Nobody was talking about the seat. We was talking about victory. You worried about your seat. Boy, that's preaching louder. I said, if we talking about victory, you thinking about your seat. We talking about victory, you worrying about your position. We ain't got to fight that giant no more. We ain't got to deal with all the Philistines that we used to have to deal with. And you sit up here worrying about your raggedy position. Oh, Lord. In this chapter, I hope you hear me. In this chapter, wisdom is crucial. I said in this chapter, wisdom is crucial. Receive this. Divine alignment upsets the setups. Let me say it one more time. I said divine alignment upsets the setups. Come this way. I said divine alignment upsets the setups. See, you thought you set them up when you were throwing javelins at him. But God said, no, 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 no. That's not the end for him. And then you try to get him out your face, but all you did was promote him. You thought that was going to work against him, but it didn't. And watch this setup that he tries to do in a little while. But even grudges against us work for our good. You ought to give God praise, somebody holding a grudge against you. I appreciate you. Hold that grudge. Hold that grudge. You mad, ain't you? You mad, ain't you? You big mad, huh? Hold that grudge. Hold it. You doing me a favor. You don't even know it. Because all things. See, when we say all things, I don't think we really think about all things. The grudge was working for his good. Every time he tried to put David somewhere else, all he was doing was helping him. When he put David in danger, he was helping him because David knew to keep his distance. When he promoted him out of his face, all he did was put him in front of his whole army. And watch this, game recognized game. Them warriors was like, yo, David a real one. He a real one. I hear you, Saul, but David a real one. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Whoo, boy. Let's go further. Saul gave his daughter. This man trying to set him up. You see this? Well, if I marry a man, maybe I won't have to worry about him. But see, his first daughter didn't even work out. See, we missed that part sometimes. He offered him one daughter, but the other daughter had already situated herself. He's like, well, Mahal, she liked David. Oh, yeah. She loved him. David said, the word says she loved him. So you love him. But watch his mindset. The text says at that point that she loved him. That's what the text said. But he said, let her be a snare to him. Can I put this figuratively before you? He cursed his own daughter. Because we know she became a snare to him. Let her be a snare to him. And that the hand of the Philistines, this is verse 21, and that the hand of the Philistines would be against him. So I'm going to set you up with my daughter, and I hope you die. So you got to watch how people are trying to connect you. Let me hook you up. I got somebody for you. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So he thought he was hooking him up so he could hang him out to dry. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Let me hook him up with my daughter. He tried to set him up for the fall. This is how he did it. He said, because David didn't really have anything. David was like, man, who am I? David was humble. David knew, like, how do I deserve to be married to you, the king? I'm like the last of my brethren. Now watch this. David did not say, I'm anointed, so you put me in the right position. That's not what happened. They was like, what am I doing this? See, I'm good. He said, I tell you what, I know you can't afford the dowry. I tell you what you do. Go get me 100 foreskins of the Philistines. I'm like, Saul, you nasty, bro. But that's just, you don't like them Philistines, do you? He said, go get me 100 foreskins for the Philistines. David said, okay, bet money. I keep trying to tell you, David was a warrior. David said, you know what? You asked for one, I'm going to give you two. David wasn't defeated. he doubled it. And so sometimes what people are asking you for, you don't understand. If you would just do double. Oh my goodness, the people who were trying to upset you, the people who were trying to upend you, you're going to upset them. He said, I'm going to double the effort. You asked for 100, I'm going to give you 2. Are you hearing what I'm saying? He wasn't defeated. He doubled it. The text tells us that Saul became David's enemy continually. So now it's getting deeper. I already started looking at him with contempt. Now it's going to be continuous. Everything I try to do to this man, he just keep winning. He just keep winning. No matter how I try to wreck him, he just keeps winning. Verse 30. Then the princes of the Philistines went out to war. And so it was whenever they went out that David behaved, here he go again, that David behaved more wisely than all the servants of Saul, so that his name became highly esteemed. Authority is against him, but he just keeps behaving wisely. He doesn't start an upheaval against authority. He just behaves wisely. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Get this. Sometimes the path of resentment is a process of refinement. You didn't even know that all that resentment was making you shine. You want to retaliate, but if you could just behave wisely. All them darts and spears and all that shade that they was throwing at you, yeah, I see you. I'm going to keep my difference. I'm going to keep on serving and behave wisely. I know that you're against me. I know that you can turn half of these people against me. I know that you can run me out of town, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to behave wisely, because until God tells me to do different, all I can do is behave wisely. Some of us are waiting on a word, and God is telling us what you need to do in the meantime. Before I tell you the next thing I need you to do, behave wisely. Can I put something for you to consider? Wisdom wins different. Wisdom wins different. Wisdom ain't got to attack everybody. Wisdom ain't got to react to everything. Wisdom just behaves itself. I know you against me. I know you're throwing stuff my way and you keep missing. And somebody need to just celebrate God. I'm going to keep behaving wisely. I'm going to keep behaving. Oh, God. I'm not clapping back. I'm just clapping my hands. Thank you, God. Watch this. Sometimes you got to teach your hands to war wisely. It's just a praise. It's just a praise. It's just a praise. It's just a praise. I ain't throwing hands unless it's like this. Praise you, God. Praise you, God. Praise you. I bless you, God. I see you. I see you. Wisdom wins different. David was a warrior winning with wisdom. He was a warrior winning with wisdom. Watch this. The road's condition doesn't have to change the drive. Woo! See, when you got one of them all-terrain vehicles, you don't mind them bumps in the road because the vessel was built for it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? No. See, you don't understand how my vessel is designed. You don't get in a Humvee. I know they make them all pretty to ride up and down the road. That's not what it was built for. It was meant to go at angles that don't make no sense. It was meant to go down rocky roads. It was meant not to flip over at everything. And so sometimes things are coming at you, be like, that junk don't even shake me. I'm built for this, because wisdom win different. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The path of others. The path of others. The route they take, the road they take doesn't have to detour the way of the wise. I'm not going to let how you act affect how I act. And a lot of times we see people act up and we're like, I'm going to meet you with the same energy. You dumb. I'm a match statement. No. I got a word for you. Behave wisely. Because in this chapter, wisdom is crucial. It's crucial. You coming around a time of celebration, it's going to be people celebrate things. You might accomplish something. I'm telling you, you be careful. You be careful. You be careful. Oh, I want the accolades, and they're yours to get. They're yours to get. Yes, you're working for it. You're supposed to get promoted. You're supposed to get the accolades. You're supposed to move up. But understand that every time you move up, you make yourself a clearer target. Yeah, the promotion is yours. Yep, it sure is. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. And you ain't even got your crown yet. They just see you coming. Can I offer this? Saul really knew he was in trouble when they started celebrating David. He was like, oh, Lord. Wisdom. Wins different. I got one last thing to say to y'all. Behave wisely. Give God a praise all over this place. Hey, baby, I told you I was going to do it. I told you I was going to do it. Behave wisely. Behave wisely. Oh, because I'll let you in on this much. We just started this road. We just started this road. This man ain't even found refuge yet. He out in the open, having to serve. Having to serve. And the person he's serving in excellence is out to execute him. And he knows it. But you know what he decides to do? Behave wisely. I don't know what was going on in his mind, but he decided to behave wisely. I know what he could have did. He could have pulled out that slingshot and knocked him clean out. He could have took Goliath's sword, but he doesn't need the sword in this season. He needs wisdom. Can you give God another praise? Somebody say behave wisely. Say wisdom wins different. Now celebrate God all over this place. Celebrate him all over this place. Celebrate him all over this place.